take number 5,386, or is it 87? I've lost count. Hello friends, welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. I appreciate you being here. I think I'm starting to find my creativity again. I think it's coming back. I feel pretty good this week. Well, I feel okay. And that's better than I've been feeling the last couple of weeks. So we're gonna go with it. I saw a picture, just the front of the house, and it was like a super zoomed in close up shot of the front of a house. And it's kind of like a little one story starter modern house. And I'm like, ooh, that's really pretty. I kind of like that. I'm going to make that in The Sims. And so that's what I did. I could not see anything but the front door, the wall pillar thingy there, the fireplace chimney area thing there, and the two front windows. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper, and yeah, I think I might burp. I'm so sorry. Okay, I think it's gone now. Okay, it's almost as bad as having hiccups. But that's all I could see. I couldn't even fully see all of the landscaping or anything because the picture was cut off on the sides. So I did the best I could. And you know what? I think it turned out really, really well. I had a few obstacles in like matching wood and stuff like that, like we all have in The Sims. I also think that I may have neglected to put windows on the back of the house potentially. Question mark? We'll find out at the end when we go through the screenshots of the kitchen and the bedroom have windows on those back walls by the back door. I don't think it will look too bad. The problem was, like I said, I was having troubles matching wood tones. So you see these double hung windows that I have here? They are wood tone on the outside, but white on the inside. And there's no way to change that. You can get a white, or you can get like a blue and white, or red and white, or whatever all the other colors are. But when it comes to the wood tone one, your only option is wood on the outside, white on the inside. And so ultimately, I ended up deciding making the front and back door like accents, if you will, and having just those wood inside and being okay with all the windows being white inside but wood outside, with the exception of one window, the one kitchen window above the sink. It is both wood inside and outside. That's not annoying at all. Nope, not at all. So, as you can see, I started with windows there, but then I, at some point, took the windows away. And I also shrank the size of the house a little bit. You'll see that in a minute, and kind of move everything in and over a little bit because it was getting quite large and quite expensive. And technically speaking, it is a starter house. You'll only be left with like something like 80 or 90 simoleons, but you can afford it. You just won't be able to afford to live for very long. So your sim will have to get a job immediately. It might be a little bit of a struggle, and it's not overly furnished or decorated either. But the idea was, let's get as many base game houses from starter all the way through family to mansions. Let's get a whole bunch of base game houses up and prepared for all the new people that are going to be playing The Sims soon, because The Sims base game, or The Sims 4, base game is going to be free starting October 18th. And I have the feeling we're going to have a lot new players in the community. And so I thought, why not welcome them to the community with just this huge smorgasbord of base game only houses. So for the next little while, I'm going to be doing a bunch of speed builds or build with me's. The red house that I did turned out not bad, and I do plan on getting to the orange house. I haven't forgot. I do plan on doing that in the next week or two as well. But it didn't turn out bad. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. So I might mix it up and do some speed builds with some build with the me's. So we'll see. But I might rearrange. If you've been on my channel or playlist page, it's kind of a mess right now because I can't decide, do I want to have a category for Sims 4 speed builds, or do I want to have a general category for Sims 4 builds? Do I want to have a separate one for build with the me's? Do some people like build with me's but not speed builds? Do some people like speed builds but not build with the me's? Like, what is the preferences out there? But I'm open to anything. I really thought it was gonna be super hard to do that build with me. And if you're wondering what the difference between a speed build and a build with me is, this right here, what you're watching, is a speed build. This build took me, I'm gonna say altogether, it probably took me about 2 hours, give or take a little bit. So this is set at, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times the speed of normal, obviously, because everything's going really fast. A build with me, or a build in real time, is where I'm building and talking to the camera at the same time, or talking to you, sorry, at the same time. And you're seeing the action as it's happening. The other difference with the two is with speed builds, you see the entire process start to finish. So you saw me lay out the original floor plan, and then you saw me bring that floor plan in. To reduce it, you're watching me decide on every little piece of furniture. You're watching me hesitate and look over everything and see, what kind of style do I want to go with. You're watching the entire process. It's just at super speed, right? Whereas a build with me, I might cut out decorating the bathroom in its entirety, or I will figure out a style that I want for the living room and sort of the general furniture that I want, and then I'll record a clip of me putting in most of that furniture you might see on camera, a couple of changes here and there. But because a build with me, a typical Sims 4 build can take anywhere from, like, I don't know, 4-6 hours. You can't make a video in real time, a 6-hour Sims video, unless you're doing a live stream. So you end up cutting out a ton of content of the building process, like on that red house. There were so many things that I cut out. I decorated the kitchen a completely different way the first time I decorated it. And I just cut that entire portion of the video out because it was like a 10-minute portion, and what I was doing already, or what I did leave in the video already, was also like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes as it was. That would have been 15 minutes all on its own just for the kitchen. So that's, if you've ever wondered what the difference between a build with me or a real-time build is versus a speed build, those are kind of some of the differences of that. You can't include as much information in the real-time or build with me videos as you can the speed builds, if that makes sense. But again, look forward to a whole bunch of base game, no custom content, because I also like being console friendly. So no custom content, no mods, no packs. Everything is a base game only. and nothing else. Like, this is completely vanilla Sims 4 here, you know, in its most basic yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, yes, clearly I did not put any windows back on the back of the house. That's okay. Inside, it doesn't look bad. Once you see the kitchen, there are shelves on the wall and everything. You don't even notice it. The bedroom might look a little funny with just the one window. Maybe if I did it again, I'd go back and change that to 2 windows on the side wall. But above the bed, you can always hang a painting or something when your sim has a little bit more money. Really and truly, though, this is a starter house. A single sim can afford to move in here. If you move a couple in here, it's not really set up for roommates. There's one bed, one bedroom, and I don't think, like, I guess you could cut off the fireplace area and put a small bedroom there. It wouldn't be ideal though. I guess technically you could, but if you put like a couple in here, they'd have a lot more money spare. And then you can add those other little touches like a painting above the bed or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's very minimally furnished and minimally decorated because it's supposed to be a starter house. And single sims, I believe they only start out with 20,000 simoleons, something like that. So not a ton. More than real life people get to start out with when they move into their first houses, probably mostly, especially these days. But yeah, so what else can I say about this build? I always feel like I really hate talking about the build itself because you're watching it. You're watching it happen. What do I need to say about it when you're seeing it happen? Is that weird? I think I'm a little bit weird. If you're curious about how you move things to places they're not typically meant to be, I have move objects on, and then I use the Alt key. You hold the Alt key down and you move the object. You use the 9 and the 0 key to move the object up and down vertically. So that's kind of how you do some of that stuff. If you want me to do a demonstration video of how to get into some of the cheat areas like a debug, that might actually be a good idea to do a demonstration video on a build with me video one of these days. Just so that it's here, because sometimes even I need reminding of what the cheats are and stuff. So just having it here would probably be a good idea. Here you're seeing me go back through because we ran out of money. Like, badly. So you're seeing me go back through and try to put as many cheaper items as I can in. And yep, it's done. And I'm ending it on like 88 simoleons. But there you have it. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Let me know down in the comments if you would prefer these speed builds like this, or if you want me to do more real-time / build with me's. The next couple of houses I might throw in a few more starters, and then I might do some family houses. So don't miss those. Bye.